Some people don't know when to quit, even on the weekends when most people at least take a break. But not journalists and not treacherous morons. Welcome to Occupy Democrats, I'm David Reddish. Last week we brought you the story of Enrique Tarrio, the former delinquent turned police informant turned fascist. For more on his embarrassing story, check out our other videos here on the channel. For the sake of this report though, know that the Florida-based Tarrio traded a life of petty crime for a life as a seditionist when he joined up with the fascist group, the Proud Boys. Tarrio took part in the January 6th insurrection and was arrested thereafter, charged with various illegal weapons charges and seditious conspiracy against the United States. He was convicted and sentenced to 22 years in prison, the most of any January 6th attacker. Like 1,500 others, he was issued a blanket pardon by President Trump for his role in the attack earlier this year. Now drunk on power, Tarrio landed himself in trouble again last week. Following a press conference where he and other members of the Proud Boys vowed to sue law enforcement and the federal government, this happened.
I'd like to press this Oh shit. Enrique Tarrio's getting arrested. Back up.
Back up. I absolutely would like to press charges. I absolutely want to press charges. My hands hurt now too. Absolutely want to press charges. And I have it all on camera. How's it feel getting arrested again? You can't just touch people. You can't just touch people.
It's not a pardon, it's superior court.
You don't get to just put your hands on people. You don't get to come here and do whatever the fuck you want. You just assaulted me, and now you're getting arrested. Good fucking job, you idiot, you pathetic piece of shit. Good job.
Where's his mom?
Me. Yeah, where's your mom? Where's Zuni? Where's Zuni?
Back up.
I'd like to press charges, obviously.
I understand that. Alright, back up.
Tarrio was arrested for striking a woman in the arm. The entire event was caught on cell phone footage, and police apprehended him at the scene. It's not clear at the time of this report if Tarrio was released on bail or if he had assault charges dropped. In any case, it didn't take long for him to land himself in trouble yet again. This time after a confrontation with former Capitol Police Officer Michael Fanone. In case you're unfamiliar, Fanone protected the Capitol during the January 6th attack, suffering bodily injury when another attacker tased him in the neck. In the aftermath, he became one of the most outspoken critics of Donald Trump and the Republican Party for their complacency in the event. He retired after a brief return to work in 2021. His physical and mental injuries made it impossible for him to continue in his role as a Capitol Police officer. Then, yesterday, this happened. Be warned, there is profanity in this clip.
You guys are brave on the sentence here. You sat there, you laughed when I got 22 Now you don't even want to look in my eyes. Coward. You were a coward that day. You were a coward after.
Just go home. You're a traitor to this country.
Yeah, so are you.
You're a traitor to this country.
Fuck country. That's why they fired your ass, and that's why your own people turned on you. Piece of you ain't fucking boy over here. You fucking
Go
home. The other one's another fucking a little failure. Run from me, motherfucker. Run from me.
He's not staying in the hotel. He's trespassing.
Run from me. Oh, you can say that while you're over there, fucker. You didn't do
Bald-headed bitch.
Tourette's, man.
Man, it's just like a bad episode of Cops, isn't it? Some impotent lowlife shouts at the cops who are just doing their job to uphold the law. It's ironic, since Tarrio is a supporter of Donald Trump and Republicans love to tout themselves as the law and order party, right? The confrontation you just saw there appears to have taken place at the Principles First Summit in Washington, D.C. It's a 3-day grassroots summit on conserving America's liberal tradition and developing a path to a principled future. The Proud Boys, including Tarrio, showed up there to harass and derail the summit. In addition to the confrontation between Tarrio and Fanone, the Proud Boys also called in a bomb threat to try and force an evacuation. Police investigated the scene and found no explosive devices. But this string of incidents with Tarrio only goes to show how emboldened he is by his pardon, and just how desperate he is to have some direction in his life. So much has been said and written about the psychology of Donald Trump and his supporters in the years since January 6th, so we won't go into a lot of detail here. But one commonality? Most of his diehard supporters, like Enrique Tarrio, seem to be isolated lowlifes who think they're a lot smarter than they actually are. He sees himself as some vigilante superhero like the Punisher. In actuality, he's closer to a member of the gang that can't shoot straight. Dumb, inept, and pathetic. Observe Tarrio's wisdom in getting pardoned, then immediately rearrested and calling in fake bomb threats. The low IQ makes Tarrio and people like him more susceptible to conspiracy theories and misinformation. His joining up with the Proud Boys brought him a sense of community and purpose that he otherwise lacked. How else to explain his fanaticism? It's the same mentality that recruits men to ISIS or other radical groups like Al-Qaeda. Make no mistake, Enrique Tarrio and the Proud Boys are terrorists of the lowest variety. And the saddest. It's only a matter of time before Tarrio ends up back in prison, and this time, he shouldn't count on Donald Trump to save his behind. Trump has a way of throwing allies under the bus in the name of his own ego. Years from now, what will Enrique Tarrio have to say when he realizes his whole life was a waste? This is Occupy Democrats.